Have you ever thought about growing your own food and not sure how to start? In these times, I think that's a skill we all need to know. So I'm going to go out of my comfort zone and start growing some damn food. And I'll show you how I start, and we'll go from there. Anybody with advice, help me out. Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. I just want to show you, I'm sweating because I came back from a Home Depot run. That typically happens. This area here behind, alongside of my garage, it's like a dead space. And I mentioned that I was starting a garden. I started planting seeds. I bought some plants as well. And I want to get them into a raised bed. And I think this is going to be a good spot for it. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and let's make it happen. So what I'm doing here is I'm just measuring the distance from the garage to the end of where I want it to be. And of course, I get to this part and my freaking spray paint got to the end. So I'm going to grab another can. We're going to do this to the end, and we're going to mark it off so where we can lay the stone. Toss that old can. Got a new can, well, another scrap can that I had in there. I'm just marking off my line to where I want my stone to sit without rolling over into the grass. So this is my old school manual edger, and I go down the line that I marked, and I just keep going down, slap it in there, and get the dirt out to where I want my line. So I'm going to speed this up because this is boring and obnoxious. Once you edge your spot, what you want to do is just rake up all the debris and dead grass and then toss that. We're going to throw all this crap in a bag and keep it moving. Here's where I lay the barrier down. So when I lay the stone down, I don't have to worry about rolling over rocks when I'm cutting the grass, and I can still make a clean edge. Now, you can't tell from here, but it's a little bit of a dip where the grass meets the edge. I'm going to fill that with dirt and then reseed it. The black weed barrier from Home Depot and Lowe's, it just doesn't really work. So I'm laying cardboard from doing some research. People have had success with it. And I'm just bringing these heavy ass bags. 12 for that little space. It was a 2 by probably 16. And I needed 20 bags of river stone, not the 3/4 ones, the bigger ones. And this is just me sweating like a pig. I could lose some weight, so that's fine. We'll skip it. Now we get into the dirty work. I cut the bags on the bottom side so I can lay them out and just start spreading them out where it's even. This took about 10 minutes. Just spreading the rocks out here, making sure it's at least relatively level so I can put the planters on top. A little ASMR is kind of satisfying, so we'll let this run for a second. So before, you can see that they were all gray. My wife is funny, she didn't realize that once you wash them down, they had all this different color to them. So they came dirty, and we're washing them up to go to the next step. Alright, so after all that backbreaking work, I felt like I got some progress, and I got the raised bed in place and started filling it up with some dirt that it much needed. So I'm filling it up to about 2 inches from the top to save some space for some mulch to help retain some moisture. And here's where we're at this point. Man, these bags were waterlogged and heavy. I'm not the strongest guy, but man, I was struggling here. Don't make fun of me, but I'll get back to what I use for the soil and the planters, and I'll put links up in the description. Map out what vegetables or herbs you want to go together. So on my left side, I'm putting all the peppers, hot peppers and bell peppers. And then on the right side, I'm going to put lettuce, celery, oregano, and those things on the other side. But that's up to you. Again, I'm not the professional here, so if you have any other advice, please share it with me. I'm excited. The seeds that we started growing back in March for various peppers, cucumbers, parsley, lettuce, a bunch of different things. It's like overdue, first of all. But I wanted to show you my first garden. I went with raised beds because I was too nervous to get the metal ones. I actually dug this out and we put some nice stone here. I wanted to actually put the ones on the ground here, but I was like, you know what? Let me try this first before everything goes horribly wrong. All right, so what I did was I got these raised planters from Amazon. I have two. I only built one so far. The other one's going to go next to it. And, you know, I just filled it with sand. This is what I went with, not sand, garden potting mix. And I went with Kellogg Organics. This stuff smells so potent. I mean, you guys guide me. I don't know. This is my first one, like I said. But this stuff smells like it's going to do some good work here for these plants. Some of these look really sorry because we went away for 5 days and they were all in cups, and I know they were overdue and I didn't have the time. So they actually didn't get watered for 5 days. So we're going to see how we can get this to bounce back. Now, when I filled it, I only filled it, I left like an inch or about 2 inches from the top, because what we're going to do is we're going to take some mulch. I'm going to put a layer of mulch just to help retain the moisture. And then I'm going to work out an irrigation system for it. But yep, this is it. If you guys have any tips for me, please leave them in the comments. I'm pretty excited. I hung these lights here. These are solar lights that got destroyed when the tree fell from the last video. And I just wanted to repurpose them because I like the way they look at night. So we'll see how it's lit up at night, but check it out. Here it is. This is what I use for my first little garden. We'll check in on it.